To our channel Helm of Science. Hi, my name is Shiladitya Hazra. So today we will discuss about the excretion in human body. So in the excretion mainly whatever we take in the existing part of this molecule, so is supposed to be intake by our renal and mainly nephron, and which is the functional unit of the kidney. So it will mainly take a role of this excretion product. So those are the main four type of characteristics are there in the mainly role in the excretion product. So four types of excretion apparatus, excretion organism. So in this four type of organism, what you are supposed to see, that pair of kidney, a pair of urethra, and which is one ureter, and another one is peritoneal bladder. So pair of kidney, pair of ureter, one urethra, excretion by the help of urine, and it's mainly excreted in the outside of the body, which is in vitro mode, in the way of mainly urination, which is mainly content of nitrogenous product, and always there is a containing of product of sodium, potassium, and there is also involved in the calcium also. So one is urethra, and another one is peritoneal bladder, which is urinary bladder. Or peritoneal bladder. So in the mainly pair of kidney, which is supposed to be whatever supposed to be excreted, which are supposed to be intake in our body. So it will absorb in our blood vessel, and it will directly go to the blood vessel, and it is controlled with the constriction of the urination and contraction of the blood vessels, and it will help to regulate our blood pressure, and as well as maintain our carbolize and catabolism, anabolism, which is the mainly functional area of this whole body circulation. So in these fundamental characteristic features, we are supposed to get the kidney main function, and as a unit, it is functional unit as a nephron. So functional unit acts as a nephron. So in this characteristic features, the nephron, it is acts in the area and it is circulated by the JG cell, which is the part of the Lassie cell, macula densa, and afferent arterioles. So afferent arterioles takes to the glomerulus, means it is Bowman's capsule, which have the cup-like structure. So it is mainly having the characteristic features which have the afferent and consist of the mainly wave-like structure, and consisting of the wave in afferent arteriole and efferent arteriole, as well as it will go towards the renal arterioles and the renal veins. So it will make the capillaries over there, and it will circulate to and it is take away the whole structure and take away the whole intact particles. So in the intact particle, we are supposed to get some nitrogen extract product. So as well as the extract product, we will get that as well as the form of the nephron, and it will comes away through PCT after the loop of Henle. PCT means proximal columnar tubule. After that loop of Henle. After that it will make the concentration of the urine formation. So after that it will become reabsorbed total area. So it will reabsorb by the help of DCT, distal convoluted tubule, and ultimately it will collect it towards the collecting duct and then the collecting tubule. After that it is drains down into the calyx, into the peritoneal bladder. After that it will form as a urination into the form of the urethra, into the form of the urine. So here it is. So we told you, after that nephron take the parts of it, and after that ureter over the takes the part of the to the volume, to maintain the volume and encapture the total urination area. So after capturing the urination area into the ureter, so it will takes away to the next step, which is the form of the urethra. So by the help of urethra, no, it will become the last one because it will the ultimate form, no? So it will after that, after urinary bladder. So bladder, what it will do? It will retain the urine until and unless there is some vasopressin pressure. So it will vasopressin acts in the construction of the vasoconstriction, and it will also known as vasopressin, or it's also known as ADH, which is antidiuretic hormone. So it has some role over there. So by the lack of this, so what happened? It known as polyuria, and that associated with the polyhydra, which I already told you in the previous session class, which are supposed to be over there in the blood circulation system and in the cardiovascular system. I already told you these have some correlation with that, because the epicenter of the main funda of the epicenter is of this funda is that mainly whoever the complaint with the ADH formula, means ADH secretion, less secretion, those patients who have those patient or those having some characteristic features people coming with, so those are mainly having some correlation factor like polyuria, polyhydra, frequent urination, happen. So those are the features of characteristic features of diabetes insipidus. So main is the funda is that. Though it is the main formulation of the characteristic features of diabetes insipidus. Okay. This is the mainly characteristic features of the diabetes insipidus. So it is also comes under the endocrine system. So which I already told you that is the main functional criteria of the alpha islets of Langerhans, beta islets of Langerhans, and delta islets of Langerhans. So it is the mainly part of there also, but there is some keto urodialysis, keto renal dialysis also there. There is some function of the ketone body. So it will happen when the increasement of the kidney rate, when the increasement of the kidney having the molecules levels are high and sometimes molecules levels are down. So calciuria is there, one of the fundamentals are there. Those are the some of the nomenclature will happen when comes under the patient, when patient comes in the associate of their signs and symptoms like increasement of the ketone body in the body. So it will happen as a ketonuria, increasement of the blood and during urination. So it's known as hematuria. And sometimes it says there is some urethral bleeding and urethral some kind of uneasiness, some UTI is there, mean urinary tract infection over there. So in those kind of fundamental areas, so we are supposed to see dysuria happen, oliguria happen. So oliguria, it is the term of the, so oliguria is there in the form of that when the total urine output is less than that normal, which is less than 100 ml per day. So which is less than 180 liters per day also, in the form of the EGFR, which is the glomerular filtration rate also. Infection, urinary tract infection. So it is the form of the UTI. So now I come to the in the form of the function unit, which is the function unit of the kidney, and also I forgot to tell you about the urethra. It is the ultimate form of the secretion of the urine. Formation of the urine is started with the kidney, the pair of kidney, and ultimately there is a secretion of the urine. It is the form of the urethra. So in the urethral formation, so it is the urethra. There is and it is the form of the for the gonadal region for the female. It will come over with the ovary region, and ovary in the mainly clitoris region, and in the form of the male genital region, which is the penis. So Today I will now discuss with the form of the pair of the kidney, and it is a functional unit of the nephron. So I will discuss of the structural characteristic features and what are the functional things are there in the about the nephron. So now I have to let it try. So it is the structure of nephron. So here we got the mainly what I supposed to tell you that before that in Bowman's capsule is over there. So it is formed by the help of JG apparatus, juxtaglommerular apparatus. So in the form of the macula densa, and which is lined by the epithelial cell in the near of the proximal convolular tubule and the afferent arteriole and proximal convolular tubule. So it will form by the help of JG apparatus. So in the JG apparatus also there is the mainly role of the distal convolular tubule and the loop of Henle, which is the mainly structural formula and structural concentrationary unit formation as a when it will come down as a unit formation. So what will happen over there, loop of Henle is supposed to be done with the concentration as it will increase the concentration, so it will remain and it will retain the functional and the resulting factor of the urine formation. So like it is the mainly cup-like structure now. It is Bowman's capsule is like a cup-like structure. So I will start like the Bowman's capsule. It's like there. So it will proximal convolular tubule. After that it will come down towards the loop of Henle. Then after the DCT, and there is a distal convolular. There is a collecting duct over there. So it will separate by the two part: renal cortex part and renal medulla part. So it will proximal convolular tubule, after that loop of Henle down there, and after that it will distal convolular tubule, and it will collecting duct. So it will after collecting duct it will go and comes towards the calyx and into the peritoneal bladder and ultimately secrete as a urine. So there is some so it will whatever supposed to be done Bowman capsule. ECT loop of Henle, and here it's DCT, distal convolular tubule, and here it is collecting duct. So those are the specific role in the form of the urine formation mainly. So here it is two arterioles are there, afferent arteriole and efferent arteriole. So afferent arteriole comes towards the Bowman's capsule, and it will, and what efferent arterioles do to take the blood from the to take the blood from the capillary, and it will comes to the afferent arterioles after the Bowman's capsule, and it will retain the blood and form the urination towards the process in order to maintain the all of the procedure up to the calyx. So it is efferent arterioles. And it is afferent. So here it is like wave-like structure. So it is the manifestation of their over there afferent arteriole and efferent arteriole. So here it is vein is there. Vein in the renal vein, this comes under to the part of that. So whatever supposed to do, it will there is some capillaries over there. So capillaries whatever there, it will more of oxygen contented blood. So venous blood it is come over there, CO2 generated blood over there. So it will comes down to the afferent arterioles. So it will comes over to the afferent arterioles. So there is some secretion over there happen. So what will happen? There is some oxygenated blood. It will comes towards the afferent arterioles. Efferent arterioles. It will oxygenated blood. So there happen over there in here Bowman's capsule. It have the secretion, and it acts like a sucks and it is cup-like structure. So whatever they supposed to do, the Bowman's capsule supposed to do the filtration, the entire filtration procedure like reabsorption, refacilitation, some kind of facultative reabsorption is over there. Mainly absorption and filtration happen over there in the form of Bowman's capsule. So it will over there it will comes here, up goes upward to the afferent arterioles, then it is comes under to the efferent arterioles. So it will the inmarch of the blood happen. So whatever they happen is the oxygen blood comes under that. So oxygen blood comes under that and having over the Bowman capsule, and it will directly go downwards to the PCT, proximal convoluted tubule and distal convoluted tubule. So here is also comes under role of the JG apparatus, which I already told you. So JG apparatus takes the role of that, which is the form of the PCT plus macula densa which is the mainly functional cell, and it will lined by the epithelial body in the form of the into the near to the Bowman's capsule. Okay, and Lassie cell also it is the epithelial structure, but it comes as a conjugated form of it in the Bowman capsule area. It is mainly seen in the microscopic laboratory area, and it is also the characteristic features also helps to the forming of the Bowman's capsule. And in the form of the JG apparatus is also help towards the Bowman's capsule area formation. Macula densa, PCT plus proximal macula densa, and Lassie cell. So those conjugatedly forms as a JG apparatus. So it is the formation of the JG apparatus. After that it comes into the Bowman's capsule. After that it will filtrate the area, and the PCT have the formation of the reabsorption of the sodium, and also we know that the RAS system, renin-angiotensin aldosterone system, which is also comes under towards that, which having the angiotensin converting enzyme are there. So it is the form of the angiotensin converting enzyme towards the absorption of that area. So there are some two kind of forms are there: inactive decapeptide and biologically potent octapeptides are there. So in the form of the octapeptide and decapeptide, they are supposed to form in the alpha 2 globulin fraction, which is the form of the lung secretion formation. So I will come later on that. So I will finish that. After that I will tell you elaborately after that matter. So it is the main formation of the reabsorption. So after the reabsorption happen, so after reabsorption it is mainly sodium, potassium reabsorption, and also filtered the which does not cross the semi-permeable membrane of that area. Typical area means there is a permeable membrane, it should be crossed by the help of osmosis. So it will whatever there are large organelles and large molecules are there, like you can say as for example, like it is a medicine extract product. It is a medicine is mainly I supposed to guess a formation of the phenol, like para-aminophenol, which is the paracetamol. So phenol is not highly secretory product for the across the semi-permeable membrane. So those kind of area it will not help for the PCT. So it will comes down over the loop of Henle. It will formation of it will concentrate the urine formation. So when it is the concentration of the urine, so DCT and loop of Henle both they are trying to adjust into the urination concentration. So how they will concentrate the urination? By the help of reabsorption and the refacilitation by the help of loop of Henle and the DCT. So okay, so sodium potassium it will happen the reabsorption. It is also known as facultative reabsorption. Facultative reabsorption. So in the form of the after that it will come down towards the loop of Henle. So here loop of Henle over there, so it will come over like that. So here what will happen? Concentration, increasement of the concentration of the urine. So it will try to dilute the urine formation by the help of refacilitation and reabsorption again. And by the help of aldosterone also, it will decrease the formation of the aldosterone also. Refacilitation. So after that refacilitation happen, so it will comes upwards and slightly dilution of the urine formation. So it will come upward to the DCT and distal tubule. So it will DCT after it is conformation of that. So DCT whatever it's supposed to do, it will direct the formation and directly towards the conjugation of the urine into the collecting duct. So after the collecting duct, there is some bladder over there like peritoneal bladder. It will comes like that. So it will line by the membrane. So it will over there in the peritoneal bladder. After that it will come down and formation of the secretion of the urine over there. It is peritoneal bladder. So I previously told you that there is some two separation part is there. So deep part is superficial and deep. Deep part is renal cortex and deep part is renal medullary cortex, medullary nephron and cortical nephron. So deep part is medullary nephron. So superficial part is superficial. So upper part is superficial part and lower part is deep part. Okay. Superficial part is known as superficial part is cortical nephron. Okay. Thing I will tell you about that. So last thing I will tell you about the RAS system, renin-angiotensin aldosterone system, which is mainly the when blood pressure and sodium level and pressure volume also tends to fall. So what happen in the way of formation of the renal triggering and as well as the liver hormone enzyme. So RAS system. So in RAS is known as renin-angiotensin aldosterone. It is a form of the aldosterone. When it tends to release aldosterone in the formation of adrenal gland, where it is superior towards the nephron, in the cortical nephron. So it will over there in the cortical adrenal cortex also. Adrenal cortex in over there, adrenal and aldosterone over there. So aldosterone tends to trigger the increasement of the blood pressure and as well as volume of the renal fluid. So what will happen when decreasement of the pressure volume, decreasement of the pressure BP and decreasement of the pressure sodium control. So decreasement of the pressure and little decreasement of the total electrolytes of our body like sodium, potassium and NaCl, also the water, sodium, NaCl, also potassium and also water, which is also it is a form of the dehydration. So what happened? So in the form of the ACE, angiotensin converting enzyme. So it will act over there. Angiotensin converting enzyme 1 and 2. Two forms are there. One and two, it is the two forms are there. So what happening there? Angiotensinogen it is supposed to be released where the decreasement of the pressure, decreasement of the sodium, potassium and the H2O. So what happened in the liver? It will form of the angiotensin. So angiotensinogen. Angiotensinogen. Angiotensinogen is released. Is from the, you can say it is comes from the liver also, and it is mainly coming as a renin. Okay, renin tends to release the angiotensinogen hormone. Renin in the part of the nephron, it will tends to trigger the renin and trigger the release of formation of the renin. So renin releases angiotensinogen. So it is comes towards the AC1. AC1 means angiotensin converting enzyme 1. So it will happen inactive decapeptide over there. It will comes under the inactive decapeptide. So inactive decapeptide it is formed the angiotensin converting in angiotensinogen 1 and angiotensinogen 2 in the form of the AC1. So it will form the angiotensinogen 1, and after that it will so angiotensin 1 it is the alpha 2 globulin fraction. It is comes from the alpha 2 globulin fraction. So it will come from over there. Alpha 2 globulin fraction it will come from the lung. It is mainly the formation of the lung. So I will for the highlightment I will using my marker as a black AC1. Okay, AC1 for enzymatic formulation. So here it is there angiotensinogen 1, and it will after that it will release ACE2. ACE2 means it is biologically potent octapeptide. It is known as logically potent octapeptide. Octapeptide comes rolls over there and that form the angiotensinogen 2. So I told you that it comes from the lung. So angiotensin 2, it is mainly formation of the secretion of the from the adrenal cortex, which is aldosterone. That aldosterone that increasement and it is formed ultimately from the adrenaline cortex. From adrenaline cortex. Adrenaline cortex it's from aldosterone. Aldosterone that whenever it is supposed to first initial condition was when that tends to decreasement of the pressure, na. So that time aldosterone what they do, they increasement of the blood vasoconstriction and also sympathetic stimulation that triggers the hormone of that triggers the mainly sodium potassium increasement the release and as well as body hydrogenation, and body hydrogenation release that increasement of the H2O level and increasement of the pressure and as well as increasement of the NaCl level. So that by known as the aldosterone that helps as a in the RAS system, which is renin angiotensin aldosterone system, when mainly the tends to decreasement of the pressure and the releasing hormone and decreasement of the blood volume. So that time it is helps to as a ACE converting and angiotensin converting enzyme that help of the biologically potent octapeptide and as well as decapeptide that regulates our blood body control and blood body control and also the volumetric control of our body as well as our electrolytes levels into our body. So that's why it is quite reactive for our body. So that's why it happens into the renal circulatory system that I supposed to be covered in the session. So whichever the question is supposed to get, please comment down below, and if you like this video please do the like and also subscribe to our channel Helm of Science. Thank you.